What's going on? Is it recording? Jesus Christ. I'm really hoarse. I'm in my new place, for those of you that knew I was moving. And, yes, the boxes were a dead giveaway. I'm not really here. The moving van, or truck, I've rented for next weekend, but I moved my beds and stuff up. And, so yeah. And I really like it. But anyway, I was going to talk, yeah, I had stickum Friday night. And that was interesting. I don't want to talk about that. I was just going to talk about the part where I kicked two people. Okay, first of all, I kicked this guy 6 because he's just really rubbing me the wrong way. And both of these are not sterling examples of embracing free speech. But frankly, at stickum, the disturbance factor is in real time, and it's a conversation. So, the standards of asking somebody to leave a party are not the same as making somebody not come anymore. But I'm not making an excuse, whatever. Like this one guy 6 was bugging me because it's just pushing my buttons the wrong way. Anybody that's going to go, the university would say this. Look, if you're an expert in something or think you are, then you have to know what the controversies are in your area. When somebody disagrees with you, even if they were an expert in how they did it, you should recognize some sort of a classification or an understanding of, well, that was badly put, but basically they're saying the same thing as this other guy put well that disagrees with my position. You have to know where the controversies are, or you're not really an expert. You just found a diet fad. It's the best. It's the answer, Okay, so I just had enough. And then Bubba McMahon. That was because basically a friend came over. Gary was in there. He sort of took over, and I didn't give him mod, but the conversation kept it going and stuff. And then I hear him yelling. I'm outside like 25 feet away. And I hear him yelling, and I come in to see what's going on, and he was yelling about Bubba McMahon. So I just was either mod Gary or kick Bubba, and Bubba, you were gone. Either way, no hard feelings over that, I hope. But when you came back an hour later and I kicked you, maybe, hopefully no hard feelings that time either. But the thing is there, what colored that is, I'm a little bit peeved, Bubba, at the way you tried to joke and rag on me. I thought it was inexpert, and I don't like people just following the coattails of what Gary says, and you're phantasmagorical, and I think you misunderstand quantum mechanics. Fine, but the whole goof, and you get to assume that, and so on and so forth, it didn't make me want to support you. On the other hand, I like you. It's not like a big deal, but it could bear some talking about. But if you do talk about it, don't be apologetic. I would want you to explain where you're coming from, not say, "Ooh, mistake" or anything like that. That to me is always bullshit. Okay, but I like you. I'm not criticizing your character or anything. I got more than enough. Kicking you twice was, more than probably what was called for. But we could talk about that, because I did think that the way you were doing it was just sort of like you weren't creative. It wasn't your own ideas, and you're just trying to mimic something else that's supposed to be funny. And you're not very sensitive to the fact that, I attack people back when I go into Gary's room and people start with their peers drunk. Well, before I've gotten drunk. I don't start drinking till the beginning of stickum. It's hard to do stickum for 4 or 5 hours without a couple drinks, as far as I'm concerned. Not hard so much as ill-advised. Or any of just a standard joke, that it's fine to a certain degree, but if you'll notice, I always cut back and sometimes severely, because if that's the game you want to play, then play it. You think you're Gary and you'll play that game, fine. Then take what Gary has, taken in kind. So, but you're all like, "Oh, I'm just joking. Well, then just don't, or just realize the joke is a multi-step process game. This lighting's great, huh? You got a ceiling fan though. It's kind of, woo. Anyway, what else? that was the whole thing. It was interesting conversation. Guess I'll make a video about weird idea that Gary and I are going to build a server. Gary's going to buy a server, and I'm going to contribute in kind the labor of setting it up and putting it into a co-location. Location here is the idea, and it sounds doable, and we've already done a bunch of thinking, and it can link into UDoubled and these kinds of sites in my own site, which I'll start working on again soonish, but I'm working on an interface, and I'm going to map it to the new interface system. I used to program in games, so like, the interface for my timecode tool is what I consider a developer interface. Exposes the features, and if I want to use the tool, it's the way I would like it to be. But I have gone back to the surface, so to speak, and making a new top secret interface system. Works in browsers, and so I'll be mapping the video stuff to that and doing some new versions, probably refactoring some of that, and also maybe refactoring that away from Google App Engine, because they're pissing me off a little bit. But maybe not. Maybe I'll do both. Maybe, who knows. Okay. So that's sort of an update. Look, in these shaves and this light, I got a little bit of that guy that was in the Lonely Island Do the Creep video. That guy that it's me. Okay, bye.